Hey guys, welcome to Carnivore Expeditions. Today I'm at the trailhead of the Arkaquah Trail, and I'm going to be taking the trail up to Brasstown Bald, which is the highest point in the state of Georgia.
Some hikers find it confusing, but the trail actually starts on the opposite side of the road and about 50 yards up the road. You need to be in very good physical condition before attempting this trail. The 3,700 feet of elevation gain begins almost immediately, and you will be covering approximately 13 miles before the trip is over. Bring your A-game to this one.
Guys, I am a high pointer, and what that means is I am on a quest to climb or hike to the highest point in all 50 states. I'm up to 18. I got into this about 4 years ago. I'm really enjoying it. Today I'm headed up to Brasstown Bald via the Arkaquah Trail. Some of you may be saying, you can just drive to Brasstown Bald. Why would you hike? Well, there's three different reasons. Number one has to do with my personal high pointing philosophy. Wherever possible, I try to start at the base of the mountain and hike up to the summit. I know we all have different physical limitations, and if you're driving to most of the high points, you know, because you have some kind of disability, or maybe because of the season of your life, you know, maybe you have young kids and taking off on a hike is not something you can do at this point in your life. I understand that. But as for me, when possible, I always try to start out at the base of the mountain and then go to the top. That's the only way I feel like I actually earned the high point. But if you're just a couch potato, if you're out of shape and you're at home sitting on the couch eating potato chips, watching Starsky and Hutch, Beretta, or Columbo, or whatever passes for TV these days, I would urge you to get yourself in shape. You know, don't just drive to a high point because it's easy. Motivate yourself. Get out here and earn it. The second reason that I am hiking the Arkaquah Trail up to Brasstown Bald is for training purposes. I am heading out west in a couple of weeks, and I hope to get some more high points under my belt. And some of those are no joke. I mean, you have to be in shape to do some of these western high points. I may do Humphrey Peak in Arizona. I'm considering that one. I may also go back to Gannett Peak in Wyoming. I am doing the Arkaquah Trail for training purposes. It's 3,700 feet of elevation gain, and that's no joke. You know, when I talk to other high pointers around the country, they always just kind of laugh at the Georgia high point, Brasstown Bald. But man, if you do Brasstown Bald from the base of the mountain, it's no joke. 3,700 feet of elevation gain. There are 14s in Colorado that don't have that much elevation gain from the parking area to the summit. Now I know it's more altitude, but it's not they don't have the miles, they don't have the elevation gain. If you live in Georgia or nearby, Tennessee, South Carolina, and you want to train for some harder high points, I would urge you to check out the Arkaquah Trail. And the third reason that I am hiking the Arkaquah Trail up to Brasstown Bald, and probably the number one reason and the best reason that I'm hiking this trail, is for the views. This is one of the best trails in the state of Georgia. The scenery is just awesome, and I'm going to shut up for a little while and enjoy the view. What I like about this particular section of the trail is you're kind of like on the point of a ridge, and there are views on both sides. I mean, I can turn to my left side and I can see up into Tennessee and the Carolinas, and I can turn to my right side and I see south, the beautiful state of Georgia. And I'm not aware of too many places in the state of Georgia where you're kind of like on the knife blade of a ridge and you can just have incredible views to the left or to the right, straight ahead behind you. I mean, it is just awesome, the views on the Arkaquah Trail. And you want to do it when there aren't any leaves on the trees. I am in early March and things are starting to bud out, and if I had waited another couple of weeks, I would not have near the views which I have today. So you want to do this trail either in the fall after the leaves drop, or winter, early spring, before all the vegetation comes back. So add this one to your list. You won't be disappointed. I had to take off a layer of clothing. There's one thing we like to joke about when it comes to Georgia weather, and that is, if you don't like the weather, stick around about 5 minutes, it'll change. It was around 40 degrees this morning when I started, and it's supposed to hit 72 degrees today, so got to dress for winter and summer all in one day. I have almost reached the visitor center for Brasstown Bald. I am at the area where you can drive up here. I think you have to pay $5 or $10 to go through the gate. So that's another reason that you should consider hiking up to Brasstown Bald, is the greedy government doesn't get more of your money and you save $5 or $10. They have some shuttles here where if you don't want to hike the short trail up to the observation tower, you can jump on one of these buses. I think they leave every hour, every 30 minutes or something like that. They may be closed altogether certain times of the year. Okay, this begins what I call the tourist part of the trail. It's a paved sidewalk the rest of the way up to the summit, and it's very nice. I'm happy that the state of Georgia invested some money so that everyone can enjoy this trail, the young and old, the fit, the disabled. So guys, these treasures are out there, so get out here and enjoy some of this stuff. All right, I made it to the top of Brasstown Bald, and the views are just spectacular today. I've been waiting to do this hike for a couple of weeks, and I finally found the perfect weather window. Made it to the summit, but I'm only halfway done. I've got to go down. Hey guys, I have stopped for lunch. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about nutrition today, but those of you who follow my channel know that I follow a keto or a carnivore nutrition plan. And what am I having today? I'm going to have a ribeye, and I'm going to cook it in some ghee, which is clarified butter. My steak is ready. It's medium rare, just the way I like it. I'm going to give thanks to the Lord, not only for this steak, but for all my many other blessings. I'm going to chow down, and then I'm going to get back on the trail. You know, I'm a pretty level-headed guy. It takes a lot to tick me off. But one of the things that ticks me off are nasty women hikers. And I'm not saying that all women who hike are nasty, but check this out. A nasty woman hiker came by here and she relieved herself right here in the middle of the trail. She could have just walked another 20 feet off the trail and not done her business right here in the middle of the trail. And how do I know it was a nasty woman hiker? Because it was all liquid. There were no solids. Sherlock Holmes would call that deductive reasoning. And I think I know who did it. I passed this yellow-haired girl about 5 minutes ago. She was going one way, I was going the other, and we passed each other. Cute girl. She had like these oversized glasses on, but she had this guilty look on her face. And I'm pretty sure it was her, so shame, shame, shame. I'm about to pass the kiosk at the trailhead. I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment, even if you just leave, say the number 1, number 2. It doesn't even have to be a real comment. It just helps the algorithm. If you have a friend who likes outdoor videos, please share this video with them. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.